News share price moves higher after increasing vehicle deliveries. Of course, you know Nio is the Chinese company that is a rival to Tesla. They recently increased the number of vehicle deliveries for the second quarter. And here on Schaeffer Investment Research, it says Tesla's rival moves higher after increasing vehicle deliveries. And of course, you also know that we offer a platform, Equity for Keeps. You can see the link up there, eq4k.com. And as you can see what we're saying here, your money is worth more than you think. So endeavor to check it out, register, and come over here on Phones Recall and let us know who benefited from your disposable income, especially your rent and mortgages, as the case may be. And we'll go and negotiate with them and recoup that money and invest it in the same equity you got when you upon registering. Okay, now I'm back to our main issue in this video. So the author of this piece wrote that the shares of Nio Inc. Were up 12.3% to $13.41 this morning. That was the 3rd of August 2020. One of the top stocks of the New York Stock Exchange. The breakout comes after the electric car company announced it delivered 3,533 vehicles in July 2020, a 322.1% year-over-year increase. The Chinese manufacturer and Tesla rival also said it will be able to increase production capacity to support even more deliveries in the 3rd quarter. The good news comes a week after, good news ahead of Nio's second quarter earnings report, which is due on Tuesday, August 11th. On the charts, the security has been on a tepid climb since May, tripling in value the last 3 months and hitting an all-time high of $16.44 on July the 13th, 2020. While the equity has cooled off since then, its 30-day moving average is in place for support. Despite the massive surge, analysts are hesitant toward the equity, with 5 of the 6 in coverage carrying a tepid hold. Meanwhile, the 12-month consensus price target of $6.55 is a 50.8% discount to current levels, meaning price target hikes could be on Nio's horizon. There's a similar skepticism among short sellers. The 127.12 million shares sold short makes up 16.55% of the security's available float. Nonetheless, a look at Nio's option pace shows calls more than doubling puts. In fact, 1.17 million calls were exchanged in the past 50 days, as opposed to just 400,952 puts. Also worth noting is the securities Schaeffer's exchange volatility scorecard, which sits relatively high at 74 out of 100. In simpler terms, Nio stock has tended to exceed option traders' volatility expectations during the past year, a good thing for option buyers. Okay, so we have the summary here on Charles Schwab, and one interesting thing here is that they have it's obviously Chinese company. It has this ADR ratio, and here on Investopedia it indicates or explains that an ADR is shares of a foreign company listed in the foreign exchange of that company, or the home exchange of that company. and then consequently issued here in the US. So an ADR is a certificate that represents those listed shares in the foreign exchange. And then they have this ADS, the ADR ratio. This ADR ratio, he says here, these ADRs could be issued at a rate of 5 ADRs equal to 1 American depository share, or any other ratio the company chooses. So the ADS, what may be trading will be the ADS, the shares, American depository shares. So this ADR is the certificate that the depository bank holds, and then consequently the one that will be trading on the market will now be the ADS. So as it concerns Nio, the ratio is 1.1, meaning that for one American depository receipt held by the depository bank, there's one American depository share trading in the market. Okay, so we have other interesting things here. 52-week range of $1.19 to $1.644. Average volume is 9.96 million. Put call ratio for the last day is 0.6, indicating that the puts are gradually coming up, but for the last 30 days it's been 0.5, obviously indicating that half the number of puts, the puts are half the number of calls. Yeah. And we have this market capitalization of 1 billion, enterprise value of 17.6, shares are standing as 1.84 billion, and then short interest of 10.7%. Not poor, but just slightly tidy, Okay, so we're trying to price performance comparison. Last 6 months compared to these derivatives of the S&P, you can see here 234.98%. 1 year 315.90%, and then for last month it's been 18.16%. So these are the ETFs holding the stock, the ADR or the ADS. Quite popular. iShares SPDR. Yeah. So then this is the business summary. It says Nio Inc. designs, manufactures, and sells smart and connected electric vehicles. It manufactures autonomous driving electric vehicles integrated with next generation technologies and artificial intelligence. It manufactures ES8, which is a 7-seated all aluminum alloy body electric sports utility vehicle. It is equipped with e-propulsion system, which is capable of accelerating from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 4.4 seconds, and delivering a new European cycle driving range of up to 355 kilometers and a minimum range of up to 500 kilometers in a single charge. It is also focused on providing vehicle charging solutions, which include Power Home, Power Snap, Power Mobile, and Power Express service. It also offers various value-added services to its users, such as statutory and third-party liability insurance and car damage insurance through third-party issuers, repair and routine maintenance services, and courtesy car during lengthy repairs and maintenance and roadside assistance. So, okay, that's their website here. That's where we started up from. Yeah. Okay, and then Yes, the charts are up for Neo. Um, we go back here and update. So we can see what's going on here. This chart currently has the 20-day, that's the 20-day simple moving average, that one, and then the 50, the 20, sorry, the 50 day, and then the 200 day. So we don't have the 30 day that was indicated in that piece we read from on Schaeffer Investment Research, but we're just going to make do with what we have here and see what's going on. So yesterday it closed at $13.58, and so but before that time we had it had a very brief pullback. So at this point, a lot of traders will be, a lot of market participants will be expecting this sort of move as well. They'll be expecting this sort of move, largely because it has pulled down, it has pulled back below, it's pulled back and fell below the trend line, this 20-day trend line, and the 20-day, the 30-day trend line will also be somewhere around. So going by what was written in that piece, that the 30-day was there to offer support. So there's an indication that it definitely did not fall below that, and with such a pullback, and also which that sort of pullback relative to what it was, what is here at what the price was as at the 10th of July, which is 1491. A pullback like this one, and indeed a pullback like that one, can, you know, lead market participants to conclude that yes, there might be a need to jump in. But of late as well too, since what would I say, since late May, you can see here, the stock has continued to indicate, the trend lines have continued to indicate that there's upward momentum in the stock. So you can see this trend line, this 20-day simple moving average is looking up, and that of the 50 day is also looking up. So they are all, the 50 day and the 20 day, they are all largely short term trend lines, but and then yes, so they are all indicating upward momentums, you know. So even the 200 day, which is not as short term as the other ones, that's those other ones, is very much pointing upwards, indicating some upward momentum. But down here on the MACD, we're not seeing exactly that. We're seeing the reverse. The reverse is the case. You know, the momentum dropped off from the 14th of July, which is probably around. Which is probably, when was that? Let's see what it corresponds to here on the chart. Okay, that was when it fell from that $14 and some fraction peak, and also that time series forecast also fell from its upward trajectory sharply. Fell from it sharply, and that was also the time that this MACD began to also indicate that the stock has run out of steam. So it's a mix of indications, the trend lines, the simple moving averages are indicating something else, and the MACD and the signal line were doing the reverse. And but you know, gradually it is also trying to come up, and well, this must be the last time. This is um, when it became oversold, and at that time it was 85% oversold. But currently it sits at 63.2%. So it's due to report its earnings next week, the 11th of August, as we indicated in that piece we read over there. So it's a stock to watch, and going by what is going on here on the MACD, indicating that momentum is not of late hasn't been wonderful, but these signals are not forward looking. So, but what you can equally see what is trying to occur here. There's a slight kink upwards, so it's definitely a stock to watch. And so, based on all that we've you know uh, indicated here, we leave it to you to decide for yourself whether it is something you are going to take advantage of. And bear in mind that with this announcement of 3,000 and some fraction vehicles it delivered in the second quarter of this year, 2020, that uh, that will also be part of the announcement of the outcomes next week as it concerns its earnings. So you have to bear that in mind, and note that that announcement has already been traded into the stock. So you just keep observing and keep watching what's going on with it, and if you like, you can also compare it with Tesla. So thank you very much again for watching this channel. Don't fail to subscribe to the channel, and don't fail to sign up and register on our platform, and be clever with your money. Thank you again, and enjoy.